AI Studio has just been completely transformed, and the apps you can build with it are absolutely unbelievable. And I'm not talking about some random app you'll never use. I mean, fully reliable tools with real backend features like this app. You just sign in, paste in a YouTube link, and it instantly generates the summary and transcript and automatically saves everything to your history so you can come back to it anytime. But this app I check every morning on my phone to stay on top of the important stuff like new videos on AI tools from my competitors. I can watch them right inside the app. Emails only from my video sponsors. I can reply to them right here without ever opening Gmail. And my upcoming AI sessions, I can also email the clients here to ask them any question. And the best part, these apps are completely free to build, and you'll be shocked just how easy it is to build one. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create apps like these from scratch and save yourself hundreds of dollars on other AI tool subscriptions. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let's start off with our YouTube video tool. First, you're just going to head over to Google AI Studio, build section, and type out your prompt. I'm going to say build YouTube Learner app. The app will give insights and video transcript to the user, and then save it to the clickable history menu on the left. When the user pastes in the link and clicks Generate Insights, send them to the video page. First, you're going to embed the video with the title straight away and save the page in the history. Below the video, display two boxes, AI Insights, which is going to be a summary with bullet points, and Transcript, which is going to be detailed transcript with visual timestamps and text. For now, just use demo data for the boxes. While the boxes are loading, display a loader, e.g. generating insights. This might take a few minutes. Send that in. Now, I ran this prompt twice and got a couple of designs. This one is my favorite. I just pasted in the link and it shows me the embed and then generates some demo content for now and then saves the video in my history. Here's another one I created. It's absolutely the same, just slightly different design and color. If I paste in the link, it's also going to generate the insights and then save them in my history. It's insane how good AI Studio is now at creating exactly what you want with just the one prompt. Now, with the YouTube video embeds, you're going to see this error. That's because you won't be able to watch the video inside of the preview mode. You're going to have to deploy the app to be able to watch the videos. Now, let's make an app actually work. We'll first need to implement login and registration so we can save the insights users generate. To do this, we're going to use Firebase, another great free tool from Google that is going to integrate authentication and databases into our app. You're just going to head over there and create an account and go to the Firebase console. Here, you're just going to create a new project for our YouTube app, press continue, and once it's done, you're going to go to project overview, click to add an app and choose this web icon. You're going to name it anything and save it, and in the second step, it's going to generate this SDK code for you. You're just going to copy this code and save it somewhere. We'll need it later to connect the backend to our app. So with your app created, you're going to head over to Build, Authentication, and here you can add any login method to your app. I'm just going to choose simple email and password login. You can also add any other sign-in method here, including with platforms like Google and Microsoft. Just mind that this is not going to work in the preview mode. You're going to have to deploy the app to test it. In templates here, you can also edit the sender and templates if you're planning to add email verification or password change. And just like that, authentication is ready. Now let's head over to Google AI Studio and add it. You'll be absolutely shocked by how easy it is. I'm just going to say, before a user can use the app, they have to log in using simple Firebase authentication by email and password. No need to implement email confirmation. Firebase SDK, and here you're just going to paste in the code we copied earlier, implement authentication using Firebase, and just send that in. Now, in this prompt, you can also ask it to add any other sign-in methods like Google, email verification, password change. I'm just keeping it super simple. Now that it's done, let's go ahead and sign in. Now, I'm not registered yet, so I'm going to get this error. So let's click to create a new account, enter our credentials, and now we're automatically signed in. In Firebase and Authentication setup, you'll see that I was just added as a user with my email and unique user ID. Now that we have a secure login implemented, let's also add a database where we're going to store all of our users along with the videos and insights. So to do this in the same project in Firebase, you're going to head over to Build again, but this time choose Firestore Database. Click to create a database. Just leave all of the settings as default. Now, Firestore stores information based on collections, which are basically groups of data like users or videos. Let's go ahead and add a collection called users to store all the users that register in our app. Here, you're going to see a prompt to add your first document. Now, a document is a record inside your collection. In this case, it's going to be our user. Now, the documents will be added here automatically when a user registers, but it's also a good idea to add the first one as an example. Let's add the user we have already registered here. In the document ID, you're just going to copy and paste the unique user ID we got from Authentication, add an email field, and paste in the user email. You can also add any other fields here like name, company, address. I'm just going to keep it super simple and save. Now, to save the videos our user pastes in, we'll need to create a sub-collection of videos inside the user document. To do this, just open the user, and inside it, you'll see the prompt to add another collection. Call it videos, and just add a document, which will be the individual video. I'm just going to auto-generate ID here and add a title field and paste in any video title. There's no need to add the rest of the fields. Our app is going to do this automatically. Our database is ready, but right now our app doesn't have access to this, so let's change it. So in your database, head over to rules. We'll need to change this code to give the user permission to view, edit, and delete their own records. To do this, just open any AI Studio chat and say, update my Firestore rules. My app needs to be able to add, update, delete documents in the users collection. The app should also be able to add, update, delete documents in the sub-collection called videos under users. Now, make sure to customize this prompt to fit the sub-collection names you have. And here's the code. You'll see here that a user can now view, edit, and delete their own profile and videos. You're just going to copy this code, paste it in rules, and hit publish. With our rules set up, let's now link our database to our app. Again, you'll be amazed at just how easy it is. Watch this. I'm just going to say, when a user registers, add them to the Firestore database collection. Users, send it. Now, let's create a new account with different credentials. And now this new user appears in our database in the users collection. Now that our database is linked, let's save our user's video history. To do this, just say, now remove all history demo data. When a user inputs the video, automatically save it in the video sub-collection. It's a good idea to provide a path here, so I'm going to say users/unique user ID/videos with all fields like title, video, and URL. When the insights load, save them as insights and transcript fields. In history, all past documents should appear. You're going to send the prompt in. Now, I'm just going to sign in. And as you can see, you have no history yet. Let's go ahead and add a video, add another one. And you can see that they all appear in my history. And if you go to my Firebase UID, you'll see that the two videos I've just added and are saved in our database. So now, anytime I use the app from anywhere, the records will be synced automatically and appear here in the UI. Let's go ahead and log in with a different user, and you'll see that their history is empty. Log in with my user again, and I'll see all of the videos I've just saved. Our database is now fully connected to our app, but AI features like transcript and summary don't work yet. To implement them, we're going to use Make. It's a free tool that allows you to add any features to your app. You're just going to click my link in the description and sign up for free. You'll get 1,000 free credits a month. That's more than enough to run an app like this on a daily basis. In Make, you'll just need to create two simple scenarios, one for transcript and one for summary. Let's start with the summary one first. You're just going to add a custom webhook as the first step. And in advanced settings, create a data structure with one parameter called URL. Now, this webhook is going to cache the YouTube video links the user enters into the field. For the next step, you'll add Gemini Generator Response module, and you're going to add a connection first. Now, here, you're going to need an API key. You can get it from AI Studio. Just head over to Get an API key at the bottom, create one inside any project, copy and paste it right here and save. They're going to choose any AI model here, say Gemini 2.5 Pro for the best response. And in messages, you're going to select role, user. In message type, you're going to choose file and enter the URL from the webhook in the file URL field. Now you're just going to scroll down to find system instructions. And in prompts, you're just going to add a new one. We're just going to keep it super simple and say, based on video transcript, generates insights. Do not include any text at the beginning or end of the response. They're going to save everything, and for the final module, you're going to select Webhook Response, and you're going to map the result you'll receive from the Gemini module. Now, let's connect it. You're going to copy the webhook link from the first module, and in AI Studio say, when a user presses Generate Insights, first you're going to get the insights. activate this webhook, send it the YouTube video link as the URL parameter. For now, do nothing. Do not display any demo data. They're going to send that in, run once in make, and paste in any YouTube video link here. And you'll see that the Gemini module is now generating the response. It's going to take a while. Now, once it's done, you can open it to check what the output looks like. I'm very happy with mine. Now, let's say when generate insights webhook response, you will receive the text in the body, display it in the insights UI. Now, you're just going to run the automation again, just like we did before. And once the summary is generated, it's now going to appear right here. Now, make sure to set your automation to active, so now it works every time. We're going to create an absolutely the same scenario for our transcript, but the setup is going to be a little bit different. In the Gemini prompt, we're going to add a different one. I'm going to say, create a detailed transcript with timestamps in a JSON format. Do not include any text before or after the response. Do not wrap it in a code block or quotes. Answer should look something like this. Here, you're just going to provide an example JSON array in brackets, and inside of the objects you want to include. For me, it's going to be the timestamps and text for each one. Now, you can ask Google AI Studio to generate it for you. Now, in the response module, we'll return the transcript text we got from the Gemini module. Now, let's add our webhook to Google AI Studio and say, now when a user presses Get Insights, simultaneously activate the transcript webhook, send it the YouTube link as the URL. As a response, you'll now receive an array of timestamps and text. Now, make sure to give it a format example right here so they match. Pass the array and display the timestamps and text in the transcript UI. Now, sometimes Gemini will wrap the response in this JSON code block no matter what you do, and it's going to produce an error. So let's handle that too so it doesn't happen to you. The model usually outputs a correct JSON array, but occasionally it wraps it in a JSON code block. If it happens, ignore the block and start parsing with the square bracket. Now, if it still doesn't work, let's also add a prompt to regenerate the transcript if it fails. So I'm going to say, if parsing fails, display fail to load and try again message. When a user hits try again, activate the same webhook and display the response. And that's it. Make sure to activate your transcript automation in Make. And now let's go ahead and input any video. And in a few moments, here's our detailed summary and transcript with timestamps. Now everything looks perfect. Let's go ahead and click on the rocket icon, choose any project and deploy our app. And now you can use it through the link. Let's go ahead and sign in. We're going to add several videos. And as you can see, once it's deployed, you can now watch the videos from here. You can see the transcript and insights, and everything is saved in your history. You can now share this link with anyone, and they can also create an account and use this app. Just like that, we've just built a reliable app with secure login, history, and AI features. Let's now build a different app to display any custom notifications. Are you trying to build a custom app for your work or business but struggling to automate the backend? Well, building these apps is my absolute passion, and I've built hundreds of these for my clients. So if you want to learn how to do it, feel free to book a personalized session with me where I'll teach you how to build the apps you need, or shoot me an email if you want me to do it for you and I'll give you a quote. You'll find all the links in the description, and let's get back to the video. To build a notification hub, you're just going to head back to Google AI Studio in the build section and prompt it. I'm just going to say, create an all-in-one notification hub that will display important emails, newly added calendar events, and recently added videos from my competition. Organize them by date in a modern menu with search and filtering. Users can open each card to view details, add notes, and change status. For a Gmail notification, display it as an incoming sponsored email. In the notification preview card, display basic email information, and when it is opened, display the same info plus detailed email content and load AI summary button. For a Google Calendar notification, display it as an upcoming meeting or AI session. In the notification preview card, you're also going to display basic information, and when it is opened, detailed event content and load AI summary button. For a YouTube notification, you're going to display it as a new video from competition. In the preview card, display basic video information, and when it is opened, the user can watch the embedded video. Now, the next step is optional, but I'd like to include real app icons here instead of just some random ones, so I'm going to upload the app icons in my public storage bucket in Google Cloud. If you don't know how to create one and store images, you can watch a video I made on it a while back. You'll find the link in the description with a step-by-step tutorial. And here's what a front-end app looks like. I did add a couple of changes here to the filter and icons, but this is literally what it gave me from just 2 prompts. This is gorgeous. As you can see, I can filter by Gmail, calendar, and videos at the top, and view all notification calendar events with all details, sponsored emails, YouTube videos. Again, the embeds will only show once you deploy the app. Now that our front end is ready, you're going to set up Firebase. You're going to follow the same steps we did for the first app. Create a project, then create a web app, copy the SDK code, add authentication, create a users collection. But now, instead of the video sub collection inside of the UID, we're going to add 3 different ones for each notification source: Gmail, Google Calendar, and YouTube. No need to add any fields here. They'll be filled out automatically by our app. Now, don't forget to change your rules using AI Studio just like we did before. The rules will be absolutely the same, but this time instead of the videos sub-collection, we will have 3, which is Gmail, YouTube, and Google Calendar. So you're going to generate the rules, upload them here, and publish. Now that our database is set up, we'll need to add automations in Make that are going to watch for every incoming notification from the app we want, update our database, and then our AI Studio will show all the content from that database. For my first scenario, I'd like to watch for all new videos posted on YouTube with topics like AI tools, ChatGPT, Gemini. So for the first step, I'm going to add YouTube watch videos by search module. You're going to add a connection at the top and then ask Gemini to generate a search query for you. You can test it out by just copying and pasting it into a YouTube search bar. And if you're happy with the result, it finds you good to go. Mine is pretty general. It can be as precise as you want. I just have all keywords included right here, like Gemini, AI agents, ChatGPT. Here, you can also add any other settings. I'm just going to click to watch for videos starting from the current date and click continue. Our next module will find my specific user in our Firestore database, so we can add my notifications only to that user. And for that, we're going to add a Google Cloud Firestore module and add a get a document step. If you want to use Google Cloud Firestore module inside of Make, you're going to have to authenticate first. Now, there's absolutely nothing difficult about this step. It just takes a minute, but you only need to do it once in a lifetime for all of your apps. So the first thing you're going to do is create a Google Cloud account if you don't have one yet, and make sure you're using the same email address you're using for Firebase because they are linked. In Google Cloud, you're just going to head over to the console, API and services, and head over to the library. Now here you're going to search and find the Google Cloud Firestore API first, enable it, and you're going to do the same for Firestore Management API. Now, once that's set up, you're going to head back to API Services Settings, and this time go to OAuth Consent Screen and go to Audience. Here, you're just going to add your email as a test user. Now, back in the API and Services Settings, you're going to go to Credentials and click Create Credentials at the top. You're going to create an OAuth Client ID, select Web Application, and in Authorize Redirect URLs, you're just going to copy and paste this exact URLs. You're going to click Create, and here are your credentials. Just going to copy and paste them in the connection step in Make, and then you're going to sign in with that same Google account you used for Google Cloud and Firestore, and you should see this message. Here, you're just going to click Continue, allow all, and your connection is ready. In the project field, you're going to locate your Firestore project, and in collection path, choose users and find your specific user ID from your database. Now, I only have one user, which is me, so I'm going to add my UID right here. For the next step, we're going to add a notification to our sub-collection called YouTube. For that, you're going to add Google Cloud Firestore, create a document step. You're going to select the same project, and in the path, map out your YouTube sub-collection. For me, it's going to be users / my UID / the YouTube collection. Now, in document fields, you're going to add the fields you want to display in your app. For me, it's going to be YouTube video title. Just type out the name, choose type string, and you're going to map the title we got from the YouTube step. I'll do the same with the video link. The YouTube link is always the standard watch URL. You just need to map the video ID we got from the first step at the end. Now you're going to add date as published time. This is important so we can sort the notifications by date in the app, so don't skip it. We'll add thumbnail URL to display it in the UI as well. Just pick the quality you want and you'll find the URL under it. I'm just going to pick high resolution and pick the URL right here. Finally, in document ID, you can choose the video ID and save. Now, when I click to run the automation with existing data, I can see that a YouTube video with my keywords was just posted. So let's go ahead and run the automation once with that data. And as you can see, a document with that video now appears inside of my YouTube collection in Firebase. As you can see, we've got all fields here, the channel, the date, title. As you can see, there's ChatGPT and Gemini in here, and the watch link. Now, let's add a similar scenario for Gmail. You're going to select Gmail as your first step, watch emails, enter in your query. I just asked Gemini to generate mine based on all of my past emails I got from sponsors, and it added all the keywords to my query. You can test it out by just pasting it into a Gmail search bar and see what it finds. Now, mine work with pretty much all of my past collabs, so I'm just going to save it. Now, you're going to repeat the same two Firestore steps from our YouTube module, but in Create Document step, you're now going to map out the Gmail sub-collection instead of YouTube, and also map different fields from the Gmail step. I'll add from, subject, and email content, and of course the date. Now let's go ahead and send an email to myself with these keywords, run the automation once, and here's the new record with all the email content. We've got the subject, the date. Now let's create one last automation for Google Calendar. You'll add watch events step and choose the events you want to see. You're going to repeat the same Firestore steps, but change the path to Google Calendar sub-collection. And in fields, we'll add event and map it to the summary we got from Google Calendar, which is going to be the event name. You're going to add description, start and end time, date when it was created, and finally attendees. Now, this system is new and there are still a couple of bugs, so we're going to add attendees as a string instead of an array. You're just going to wrap the response you got in square brackets. Save it, you're going to create a new Google Calendar event to test it out, and when you run it, here's what it looks like in the database. We've got the attendees array, which doesn't look good, but it's okay. Our AI Studio is going to process it. We've got the date, description, and the event. Now, when you're happy with all your notification scenarios, make sure to set all of them to active so they now work in the background. Now, the standard scenario is activated every 15 minutes, but you can change it to run more or less often. Just keep in mind that you're going to be using credits every time it activates. Our backend is now done. Let's connect the database to our front end. First, let's add the users collection. I'll say every time a user signs in, find the document in the Firestore database collection / users by their UID. I'm going to map out the path, which is going to be users / UID. Now, once it's done and you sign in, you shouldn't get any errors. Now, let's implement YouTube notifications. I'm going to say, find all documents under the sub-collection YouTube. I'm going to provide the path, which is going to be users / UID / YouTube. Display them in the UI as a new video from the competition. Process and display information from all the fields. Now here you're going to describe what each field is. So I'm going to say channel, which is going to be the channel name, date, when the video was posted in a timestamp format. Use it to sort it in the correct categories. So you'll see the notifications that appear by today, yesterday, tomorrow. Thumbnail link, the link to this thumbnail, you're going to use it to embed the cover image in the UI. If it fails, just going to replace it with a dark colored background. Title, it's going to be the video title, and video link, which is the link to the video, use it to embed the video in the UI. Now, when I sign in, you'll see all of the videos that were posted on the keywords that I wanted in the time that we were developing the app. You'll see all of them appear correctly with a thumbnail, and if I open it, I see the video embed, and this is a two-way connection. Watch this. So say these videos are not interesting to me, so I'm just going to delete all of them from the front end. And you'll see that they were deleted from the Firestore as well. Now, let's implement Gmail notifications. I'm just going to say, find all documents under the sub-collection Gmail path, users / UID / Gmail, display them in the UI as an incoming sponsored email, process and display all information from the fields, content, which is going to be the email content, date when the email was received in a timestamp format. You're going to use it to sort it in the correct category, from who the email was from, subject, which is the email subject. So now when I log in, I should also see our test email we sent to me earlier right here. And if I open the card, you'll see the sender, the subject, and the email content. You're going to do the same for Google Calendar, describe all the fields. Just make sure to specify that in attendees, you will receive a string, which is formatted as an array. Pass the array to extract a list of attendees and display them in the UI. And now you should see the Google Calendar notifications here as well. When we open it, you'll see the event name, time, location, and attendees. As you can see, it managed to pass the array and the description, and that's it. Optionally, you can also implement email sending from here. Just prompt AI Studio to add the email sending window to the Google Calendar and Gmail notifications. In Make, you're going to create a simple scenario with a webhook that is going to add fields from our front end like email to, subject, content, and then send or reply to an email step with these parameters. You're going to add the webhook to your email sending form, and you're good to go. You can now send emails directly from here. So that's it for today's video. If you'd like me to create more videos like these, make sure to comment down below an app you want to see me build, and I'll make sure to include it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next